In recent years, there has been a lot of discussion regarding cryptocurrencies, the web revolution in the realm of the internet and finance. But what is the deal with this revolution? What is the difference between the new world and the old one? Today, our story is about how individuals can single-handedly revive a deceased product and elevate it to the pinnacle without the participation of corporations and governments concerning the demise and resurgence of tone. Let's go to 2018. For a few years, Telegram has been gaining popularity like crazy. After declining to provide data on Russian users to the special services, this year will mark the commencement of a full-scale war against him for the first time, and the messenger will emerge victorious. However, that was not his sole issue. By that point in time, they had already achieved a total of 200 million users per month, but they had not generated any revenue in all the years they had been in existence, and it was imperative that this situation be rectified. We required funds to expand. Durov declined to transform Telegram into a public campaign, become publicly traded, or seek investments from venture capitalists. He required a solution that would enable him to generate funds, but maintain the messenger's total independence. And there it is. In the year 2017, Bitcoin experiences its largest boom and subsequent bust in the entirety of its history. Cryptocurrencies are no longer solely a geek and techie thing, they are increasingly becoming part of the mainstream. In them, the Telegram team unexpectedly finds a solution to their financial problems, incorporating cryptocurrency integration, creating a secure and safe messenger, while also establishing a new system of decentralized internet and finance for enhanced security and financial autonomy, without selling their shares and entering the stock market. Realizing that there is no blockchain capable of handling the influx of millions of users, the Durov brothers decide to create it themselves. And that's when the idea of Telegram Open Network is born. To raise funds for the development of Telegram, they're launching an ICO, which in less than 6 months manages to gather a whopping $1.7 billion, making it the biggest in history. Investors are vying for the chance to participate in the Gram. He is emerging as one of the most sought-after investments of the year. But the joy didn't last long. On October 11, 2019, the SEC files a lawsuit in the Manhattan Federal Court and accuses Telegram of illegally distributing unregistered digital tokens. The company was accused of violating the securities law. They demanded a ban on the project's activities, to return $1.7 billion back to the investors, and also to pay $18.5 million as a fine. One of the most tragic legal disputes in the history of cryptocurrencies has commenced. Perhaps that is precisely what prevented their widespread acceptance for a number of years. After 6 months, the Telegram dispute comes to an end and they reach an agreement with the SEC, pledging to reimburse all the funds to the investors. The messenger, which has not made a single penny in its entire existence, was compelled to adhere to the conditions set by the court and hover on the verge of financial ruin. Pavel Dura released an article explaining the reasons for discontinuing the development of Tone. We're really pleased with the outcome of the technology we've created. Tone had the potential to turn the world upside down. Regrettably, the court in America did not permit us to do that. Perhaps there will be a change in the future, but not at this time. We attempted, but couldn't. Now we pass on our business to the next generation of entrepreneurs and developers who will learn from our mistakes and carry on our legacy. I want to wish good luck to all individuals who are fighting for the cause of decentralization, balance, and equality in this world. That is the correct thing to do. This is like the ultimate battle of our generation. We have hope that you will succeed in the areas where we were not able to achieve success. However, that is not the conclusion of Ton's story. It could not possibly conclude in such a manner. From the very start, it was created as a blockchain that has the ability to handle the workload from millions of users. It was intended to become a fully established payment infrastructure. It took a number of years to develop it. In the Web 2 world, the world of proprietary systems and closed source code, this project would have remained just a memory. Yet in the realm of the new internet, the technologies are owned by the individuals, not the companies. The entirety of the code tone was made available on GitHub, and the developer community came together to make a collective decision to take it and finish what Telegram couldn't accomplish. In 2020, they commenced working on the project and introduced Testnet 2. And in 2021, they unveiled their white paper and made public the commencement of the main network. So Tone Foundation was born, a community of people united by the idea of reviving technology and bringing it to the masses. In the month of December in the year 2021, Pavel Durov initially endorsed the brand new Tone. When Telegram bid farewell to Tone, I conveyed my hope that future generations of developers will eventually have the ability to actualize our dream of a blockchain platform for all individuals. I am proud because the technology we created is still alive and thriving in the present moment. Technical Tone still surpasses everything else in the blockchain domain for a number of years. It would be a disappointment if this project ceased to exist without providing any advantage to humanity. Tun Cohen is not affiliated with Telegram anymore, but I genuinely extend my best wishes for success to the team. By the beginning of 2022, Tun was completely revitalized by the power of the community. It became a full-fledged and working Layer 1 solution, the fastest and most efficient blockchain on the market, the ideal choice to evolve into a widely accepted product with high demand in the future. The revived Tun was surrounded by interest. That was a truly promising technological solution, and on top of that, it was developed by a team from a well-known messenger. Thanks to sharding and parallel transaction processing, Tun has demonstrated good speed and has been able to compete effectively with numerous reputable networks. Not long ago, it showed a speed of 104,000 transactions per second. This is a record among public blockchains. Numerous investors had faith in upcoming technologies, including Durov himself, who stated in his Telegram channel that he utilizes the OKX exchange for all Tone coin transactions. However, apart from that, all connections with Telegram were disconnected. Or were they not? Turns out, back in 2018, the Telegram team already had a crystal ball for future trends for years to come. Success! WeChat has captured the minds of investors and tech entrepreneurs all over the world. Just envision a single application that encompasses all the necessary services required by a user. In the morning, he opens WeChat, chats with friends, then makes payments for purchases at the local store through it, and also requests a taxi to go home right there. This application has comprehensive knowledge about every individual residing in China. It is an invaluable asset for any investor, and the sharp eye of an older brother. The financial success of WeChat, the desire to replicate it and avoid widespread surveillance, has taken root in the minds of numerous Western entrepreneurs. 2 upcoming next-gen applications have entered the race to create a decentralized competitor to the Chinese giant in the tech industry. Telegram and Twitter, Durov and Musk, 2 individuals who have consistently made predictions and established worldwide trends. At present, they have just announced their plans to construct a brand new generation of applications. Brand new super kicks. In the messaging app Telegram, there are more than 800 million users every month. It is in the top 5 most popular messengers in the world. Additionally, it is the most popular messenger in the crypto community. This is a platform for our content. Subscribe to the Crypto Bros channel on the messaging app Telegram. Explore the rabbit hole in Eptree. Envision if Telegram desires to transform into an application where you can transfer funds, make payments for purchases, request a taxi, and accomplish all of this with just 2 clicks, ensuring safety and anonymity. But how do you accomplish this without sacrificing your independence and becoming dependent on centralized intermediaries? They personally handed it over to him 4 years ago, and that is the tone of the situation at that time. Finally, the time has arrived when they are able to settle the score and get even. The initial step involved integrating web apps directly into Telegram. Subsequently, the Messenger team and Ton came together for the first occasion to release their inaugural collaborative product, the Fragment trading platform. It already sold digital goods for over $120 million. For instance, anonymous numbers for Telegram, up 24x in price since their emergence. This success showed the potential of integrating Web3 tech into a traditional messenger. For the initial time in history, users were capable of directly possessing their data and accounts without relying on operators and intermediaries. Durov stated that the upcoming plan involves developing a range of decentralized applications, wallets, and exchanges on Telegram. This will enable individuals worldwide to securely and efficiently utilize cryptocurrencies. Tone Wallet was integrated directly into Telegram, thus enabling any user of the messenger to have immediate access to it. Just contemplate the magnitude of individuals this grants access to in the realm of decentralized finance. So right now it's becoming the first cryptocurrency that's really going mainstream. They are fulfilling a genuine need. You have the ability to send money directly to any user on Telegram, regardless of their location in the world. No banks, sanctions, or politicians. You can use it to buy anonymous numbers, pay for VPNs and domains. The integration he has with Telegram creates numerous new opportunities to attract Web2 traffic, expanding the range of possibilities. A substantial user base, a multitude of use cases, mini programs, and a diverse range of payment options available. Telegram is in the process of creating the world's first truly decentralized super app. Currently, he is fulfilling the aspirations of crypto enthusiasts by materializing their vision of the future internet. Otherwise, it will transform into the tool that will enable it to make the impossible possible. Incorporated into one of the largest messengers globally, it has the potential to serve as the crucial link that will onboard the next billion users to cryptocurrencies and a new, more emancipated world. After a span of 4 years, Durov ultimately obtains his revenge for his previous loss, and once more endeavors to alter the world for the purpose of improvement.